unearthed the tale of Gilgamesh, the ancient king of Uruk, from 5,000 years ago. This epic, the oldest known literary work, is etched in 12 clay tablets, recounting the adventures of a hero who was two-thirds god and one-third man. Gilgamesh, a fearless leader, embarks on quests with his companion Enkidu, facing mythical creatures, divine interventions, and even the quest for immortality. From slaying the monstrous Humbaba in the cedar forest to the heart-wrenching loss of Enkidu, Gilgamesh's journey is one of thrilling exploits and profound introspection. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a cornerstone of literature, explores themes of friendship, mortality, and the human condition. It invites us to ponder the timeless question, what does it truly mean to be human? So, delve into the ancient world and let Gilgamesh's epic tale unfold, a story that has withstood the test of time. Welcome to Top Thangs, where we unearth the wisdom of the ancients. Today we embark on an epic journey with Gilgamesh, a king who sought immortality but found something far more valuable. Join us as we explore the Epic of Gilgamesh, a story of friendship, heroism, and the eternal human quest for meaning. Welcome to the Epic of Gilgamesh, a full overview and analytical summary. Introduction. The Epic of Gilgamesh is regarded as one of the oldest great works of literature, believed to have originated over 4,000 years ago in ancient Mesopotamia. It tells the story of Gilgamesh, the mythological king of Uruk, and his transformative journey of self-discovery. After the death of his friend Enkidu, Gilgamesh confronts his own mortality and sets out on a quest for eternal life, only to discover that immortality lies not in an external object, but rather within deeper understanding of the human experience. This video will provide a thorough overview and analysis of the Epic of Gilgamesh. We will summarize the epic's plot, analyze its major themes and symbols, assess the qualities of its main characters, and evaluate the cultural significance of the work both in its original historical context and as a founding piece of storytelling that continues to resonate today. Examining this foundational epic offers insight into the values, customs, and questions that defined one of humanity's earliest civilizations. We aim to unravel the meaning and messages behind the Epic of Gilgamesh in a way that highlights its lasting impact and wisdom. Historical background. Most scholars agree the tales that would coalesce into the Epic of Gilgamesh originated as early as 2100 BCE among Sumerians in ancient Mesopotamia. The region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers is considered the cradle of civilization where writing, agriculture, and urbanization emerged. Gilgamesh himself may have been an actual king who later became mythologized, as archaeologists have unearthed inscriptions referencing a King Gilgamesh who possibly ruled around 2700 BCE. Over centuries, the legends of Gilgamesh were passed down orally by Sumerians until finally recorded in writing circa 2000 BCE. The most complete surviving version is a standardized Akkadian translation from around 1300 to 1000 BCE, though partial versions exist in older Sumerian. The epic as it exists today was discovered in the mid-19th century among the ruins of ancient Assyrian and Babylonian civilizations. Translations revealed this masterful epic to modern society after centuries of obscurity. Plot summary. The Epic of Gilgamesh opens introducing Gilgamesh as two-thirds god and one-third mortal. He is a tyrannical king who so oppresses his people that the gods intervene, creating a wild man named Enkidu to distract Gilgamesh. After wrestling fiercely, Gilgamesh and Enkidu become loyal friends. Their brotherhood humanizes Gilgamesh, who becomes a more benevolent ruler. Gilgamesh and Enkidu later embark on a quest to the mystical cedar forest to defeat the demon Humbaba. Though warned not to attract the god's wrath, they ignore the risks and slay Humbaba anyway. The goddess Ishtar is enraged by Gilgamesh's rejection of her advances after the feat, so she persuades the gods to kill Enkidu in retaliation. Enkidu's death devastates Gilgamesh, leaving him fixated on avoiding his own death by obtaining immortality. Gilgamesh journeys far to find the only immortal man, Utnapishtim, to learn his secret. Utnapishtim endured a long voyage to reach immortality, which Gilgamesh cannot replicate. However, Utnapishtim reveals to him a plant that restores youth. But on his return, Gilgamesh loses the plant to a serpent, watching his last hope slip away. With no options left, Gilgamesh accepts he too must die one day. But he finds solace realizing he will live on through the enduring fame his deeds and monuments have secured. Gilgamesh returns to Uruk a changed man. having accepted fate and found purpose in leaving a lasting human legacy. Major themes. One of the most prevalent themes in the Epic of Gilgamesh is mankind's quest for immortality and the necessity of coming to terms with one's mortality. Gilgamesh is driven solely by the pursuit of everlasting life, undertaking perilous journeys and ordeals before ultimately realizing he cannot conquer death. Through Gilgamesh, the story reflects humanity's fundamental struggle to accept impermanence. The meaning of true friendship is also central, as Gilgamesh's bond with Enkidu humanizes him and cements his legacy. Their companionship represents the profound joys and sorrows in deeply loving another mortal being. After loss, Gilgamesh emerges with greater wisdom about loyal relationships. Additionally, civilization versus the natural world is a key dichotomy. Gilgamesh and Enkidu, tapping their divinely bestowed gifts, pits them against untamed nature, like Humbaba. Yet nature ultimately triumphs, illustrating the limits of human ambition and power. This theme captures an early conflict between humanity's civilizing goals versus imposing upon the natural order. Major symbols. Some of the epic's symbols substantially enrich its themes. First, the cedar forest represents both glory and forbidden risk. While Gilgamesh wishes to conquer its domains, gods warn it serves vital ecological purposes he cannot understand, symbolizing nature's power. Second, the snake who steals Gilgamesh's rejuvenation plant embodies a recurring symbol of deception and lost innocence. Serpents were portents of doom and chaos in ancient mythology. By thwarting Gilgamesh through guile here, the snake represents humanity's short-sightedness and failed control. Finally, Gilgamesh's city walls symbolize the enduring impact of civilization and human ingenuity. Gilgamesh accepts immortality through leaving behind architectural wonders, culture, and stories to secure his legacy. The walls epitomize how human creativity and community persist across generations. Major characters. Gilgamesh himself naturally anchors the narrative. His excellence across domains reflects early mythic heroes, but he is also flawed with obsessive pride and impulsiveness that fuel his journeys. His transformation indicates maturing from self-centered greatness toward wisdom about human values and mortality. Enkidu, fashioned by gods to redirect Gilgamesh's energies, represents the humanizing power of companionship. His innate wildness complements Gilgamesh's cultivated gifts, showing how community diversifies human experience. Enkidu pays the ultimate price for their victory against Humbaba, foreshadowing Gilgamesh's own reckoning with loss. The goddess Ishtar and god Shamash also figure prominently. Ishtar highlights the capriciousness of divine will, inflicting calamity on Gilgamesh for spurning her. Shamash, the sun god, acts as a conscience questioning Gilgamesh's excesses, illustrating God's roles as moral forces. Finally, Utnapishtim provides perspective as the only mortal ever granted immortality by gods after surviving the Great Flood. His character represents the gulf between divine and human realms that cannot be conquered through Gilgamesh's mortal ambitions. He alone enjoys supernatural longevity, underscoring human ephemerality. Literary style and structure. The Epic of Gilgamesh blended mythology, adventure, and philosophy within a sweeping heroic narrative. As one of the earliest surviving great works, its literary style established templates for epic storytelling such as the heroic journey, supernatural cosmic forces, and lyrical descriptive language. Repetition of lines, stock phrases, and larger plot patterns give the epic poetic resonance that builds gravitas. The narrative structure unfolds linearly in 3 acts: Gilgamesh's tyranny prompting the gods to tame him, his adventures and friendship with Enkidu, and his desperate pursuit of immortality after Enkidu's death. This arc allows the story to explore universals like mortality, glory, and human limitations in ways that resonate across eras. The epic style vividly renders cosmic scale and high emotional stakes. Critics note the epic's lack of subtler interior characterization. As mythology, it paints characters archetypally to convey grand themes about human experience through elevated, symbolic drama. The epic's style amplifies imagination and awe at forces beyond mundane existence. Historical and cultural significance. As one of humanity's oldest surviving masterworks, the Epic of Gilgamesh offers a lens into the cultural values that defined ancient Mesopotamian civilization. The quest for renown and spiritual significance in the face of mortality and the whims of the gods captivated early society. Gilgamesh grappled with fears all humans must reconcile, making it a profound early articulation of human self-understanding. The epic also provides insights into early readings of existence. The heroism, drama, and tragedy in Gilgamesh would influence story patterns and literary tropes for millennia following its inception. As an archaeological link to prehistory, it reveals foundational questions and lessons that still resonate with audiences today. Finally, Gilgamesh endures as the progenitor of epic form, helping cement imaginative metaphysical literature as a cornerstone of human culture. Its lasting resonance testifies to epic storytelling's ability to illuminate perennial truths about humanity's place in the cosmos. Conclusion. In summary, the Epic of Gilgamesh stands as a foundational masterwork that sheds light on early Mesopotamian culture while also articulating timeless themes about human mortality, love, and our search for meaning. As one of civilization's first great adventures conveyed through epic literary style, it established narrative patterns that deeply influenced world culture and storytelling. While its mythological elements are products of a distant prehistorical worldview, its themes and archetypes continue to captivate as a vision into humanity's oldest preserved stories. Much as its fame secured Gilgamesh's legacy, so too has the Epic of Gilgamesh ensured that pivotal early ideas and questions will endure for thousands of years to come. Next, we will discuss some nuanced aspects and speculative theories that might enrich our exploration. Gilgamesh's internal struggle and the concept of internal monologue. While the epic predominantly showcases action and dialogue, Gilgamesh's internal journey is a critical undercurrent. The concept of internal monologue can be inferred through his evolving motivations and reflections, especially after Enkidu's death. Gilgamesh's quest shifts from external conquest to an introspective search for meaning, showcasing an early literary depiction of internal conflict and self-realization. Astral mythology and Gilgamesh. Some theorists suggest that the Epic of Gilgamesh has astronomical interpretations, where Gilgamesh's journey reflects celestial movements and mythological symbolism associated with stars and constellations. This perspective views the epic as encoding ancient knowledge of the cosmos, with Gilgamesh and Enkidu representing heavenly bodies or celestial events. Such interpretations add a layer of cosmic significance to the narrative, linking human quests to the vast, unfolding drama of the universe. The psychoanalytic interpretation of Gilgamesh's dreams. Gilgamesh's dreams, particularly those presaging his meeting with Enkidu, offer rich material for psychoanalytic interpretation. Some scholars examine these dreams as manifestations of Gilgamesh's anxieties, desires, and premonitions, providing early evidence of the human understanding of dreams as significant, psychological, and prophetic phenomena. This angle can illuminate the epic's exploration of subconscious fears and aspirations, contributing to the internal monologue narrative. The epic's influence on later mythologies and religions. Exploring the Epic of Gilgamesh's impact on subsequent mythologies and religious texts can unveil its enduring legacy. Similarities between Gilgamesh's flood narrative and the biblical story of Noah's Ark suggest that ancient stories circulated and influenced a wide array of cultures and beliefs. This cross-cultural exchange highlights the epic's foundational role in the development of human storytelling and religious thought. Existentialism and Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's journey can be interpreted through the lens of existential philosophy, predating existentialist thought by millennia. His confrontation with mortality, the absurdity of his quest for eternal life, and his ultimate acceptance of human limitations echo existential themes of absurdity, despair, and the search for meaning in a seemingly indifferent universe. The occult in Gilgamesh. Occult interpretations of the Epic of Gilgamesh delve into its mystical and symbolic dimensions, suggesting that the epic encodes ancient esoteric wisdom. This perspective might explore the transformative journey of Gilgamesh as an allegory for spiritual awakening, initiation rites, and the pursuit of hidden knowledge, linking the narrative to broader themes of mysticism and the occult. Environmental interpretations. The battle with Humbaba, the guardian of the cedar forest, can be viewed as an early narrative on humanity's relationship with nature and the consequences of environmental degradation. This confrontation highlights the tension between civilization's advancements and the natural world's sacredness, a theme increasingly relevant in contemporary discussions on environmentalism and sustainability. Final thoughts. As we delve into the depths of the Epic of Gilgamesh, we are reminded of the timeless quest for meaning and the eternal struggle with our mortality. This ancient narrative, while rooted in the world of gods, monsters, and heroes, speaks to the core of the human condition, Gilgamesh's journey from tyranny to wisdom encapsulates the transformative power of friendship and the inevitable realization that life's true value lies in our connections with others and the legacy we leave behind, rather than in the elusive promise of immortality. But what does Gilgamesh's tale tell us about the early human understanding of divinity, heroism, and fate? How do the themes of nature versus civilization and the pursuit of eternal life reflect on our current environmental and existential crises? Moreover, in a world increasingly focused on technological advancements and the digital extension of life, what lessons can we draw from Gilgamesh's acceptance of human limitations? I invite you, the viewers, to ponder these questions and share your insights. How do you interpret Gilgamesh's journey in the context of modern life? Are there contemporary quests or achievements that parallel his search for immortality? Let's discuss the relevance of this ancient epic in today's world and explore what other ancient narratives might offer profound insights into our present and future. Thank you for journeying with us through the ancient city of Uruk and the mystic cedar forest. If Gilgamesh's epic quest has inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Top Thangs. What ancient wisdom do you carry in your heart? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know which timeless tales you'd like us to explore next. Remember, the quest for knowledge is the noblest adventure of all. Thank you for watching Top Thangs. See you on the next one.